2019 and I'm on the road. I had arrived in Kununurra and found a camp spot in a gravel pit just outside the town boundary. I had no intention of sightseeing on this trip, although I did see some country with an Indigenous friend of mine, Peter Brandy. The task was to film his story, and I have not included any of that footage for cultural and personal reasons. However, I have included some footage taken in 2013 around Kununurra, and later, check out a Cuddle Muster, filmed back in 2011. There is some stunning countryside up here, and I hope you enjoy my film. "31st of July, it's a Wednesday. Just left the gravel pit. Got a knock on the door around about 7:30, something like that. It was the Rangers, and that night cost me $100. Illegal camping. We had quite a discussion. Not animated, just I asked the questions. I said, look, explain to me what this is all about, why. And we had quite a discussion about the whole deal. It's a West Australian law, apparently, and apparently this law also, well, the law, each state has its own thing with regard to camping on land that without the landowner's permission, and that sort of thing. You got to be philosophical about it, and that is the situation that you know that there's a possibility you're going to get busted. Yeah, it cost me $100. Caravan parks around here at the moment are 55. Well, it's 2 nights in the caravan park if you can get into one. I did ask that question. I said, you know, now what happens if you got a long van, you got a dog, and the caravan park is full? Well, you're supposed to plan ahead. Well, that doesn't always work, I explained to them. The situation is, of course, that I was going to be here 2 weeks ago, and it didn't happen because we blew a fridge. But have a look at that countryside there, isn't that gorgeous? So anyway, everything is not always black and white, but unfortunately when they write out the legislation and that sort of thing, that's the way they work. They work black and white, they don't work otherwise. Now I'm at fault, I guess, from a point of view that I'm not a person who plans ahead terribly much, because I don't know where I'm going to be. I can plan to be in Kununurra yesterday, but I might have seen something on the way that I actually wanted to stop and go and have a look at, or change my mind, and then all of a sudden your plans have all changed. Now most people, of course, plan their trips, they plan their holidays, they've got time to go and do it, a time frame. I suppose it's only us who don't have a time frame that we don't sort of plan that way, maybe. Anyhow, it is what it is. There are 2 free camp areas outside the town. One's 43 kilometres and one's 55 kilometres or thereabouts. And I just did a bit of quick calculating, and if I do the 43 kilometre one, which is out of Coburn on the junction, then it's 86 kilometres, say 5 kilometres a litre at $1.50 a litre. It works out to about $25-26, which is half the price of a caravan park. Plus, of course, just your wear and tear on your car, but we're talking about cash in the pocket at the moment. So that's a better proposition, is to do the run in and out, potentially. Well, I'm a couple of hours ahead of myself, so I'm thinking that I just might take a run out, have a look at the sandalwood factory out that area, Just see what's happened out there in the last, gee whiz, 6 years since we were up here. Just coming up to 11. Done some shopping. Loaded the freezer, a couple of indulgences. Don't do that very often, so. Something I do enjoy from time to time is a milkshake or a thick shake. And I keep forgetting, because back in the old days when I was a kid, they used to use a can, a proper milkshake can, and they still use them. Well, they're cardboard these days, but they used to use the metal ones. And they'd mix the milkshake up, and that's what you would get your milkshake in, was the milkshake can. But these days they put them in these stupid bloody long glasses that hold about half of what the milkshake can used to. They charge you the earth, which of course they have expenses and all the rest, so I understand all that, I've been in business, but at the same time they charge you the earth, and then it's an insult, it really is. Okay, so that was the crossing. Ivanhoe crossing. The crossing is a draw card, and yet they dropped the standard of the road back up here. Crazy. Councils do or don't do some strange things. Kununurra was gazetted as a town in 1961. Its main purpose was to service the Ord River Dam and the irrigation project it was built for. The town is fully serviced and is the centre from where most tours of the area originate. Kelly's Lookout is just a couple of kilometres out of town. Lake Kununurra lies behind the diversion dam and is a popular swimming, boating and further upstream skiing area. Out along the Weber Plains Road, the RB Dessert Seed Company, and we also have the Hootery. Hootery, you can taste their rums and other flavours, and also have lunch if you wish between 11 and 2, and not a bad little food lot. This is Miramar National Park. It's right in the middle of Kununurra. It's a pay-as-you-entry type situation. It's a coin machine at the gate. Miramar National Park is right on the outskirts of town. It is also known as Hidden Valley. The rock is some 300 million years old and is very similar to the rock structure at Purnululu National Park. It's the 8th of August and it's a Thursday. This is where I've been camped at Kununurra for the last week. The sports ground. And that's the office just under there. And this is the Agricultural Society showground caravan park, and it's been a good week here. I've been working with Peter Brandy. We've been getting his story and going out and filming. Little community north of here, and then Doon down at down south. We'll go past that again today. So we have had a good week here from that point of view. I haven't done much in the way of looking around and sightseeing. I've been here a couple of times before. The trip this time was entirely designed to do the Peter Brandy thing. Fixed up a couple of things. We had lost a headlight, we've replaced that. Fixed up the freezer door. That was just a matter of some adjustment. And we've done a couple of other things as well that needed to be done. Repair the computer, put a new fan in the computer. So that's good. So it's now 9:29. I haven't been in a hurry this morning, there's no big rush. I'm looking forward to getting back to Albany. This is the week, the 22nd week, I think, 23rd week since we've been on the road. So it hasn't even been an official 6 months at this point in time, but when we go out next time, we'll have a better budget to work with, hopefully. This one we've certainly had our hassles with this trip, and most of them have been self-induced, I have to admit. So we'll learn from this. We'll get back and we'll reset up the caravan and have a big think about how we're going to do it next time. I must remember to pay the fine to the council for their stay in the gravel pit. And I've got a rattle I've got to get rid of. That's driving me nuts. Bit of work happening on the dam here. Or down the bottom side of the dam anyway. Okay, so that's Kununurra. See you next time. That's not good. We copped the star in the bottom right hand side of the windscreen, and the windscreen's decided to crack. The crack is crawling across the screen, and at the moment I've got a ray of sunlight hitting the crack and right in the eyeballs. There's nothing much I can do about it. There we go. Except driving in a different direction, which is what we're now doing. Just had the windscreen replaced because of a crack on the other side before I left. Nice little range of hills down here along the side of the road. So what's that for? That's right. That's what that was all about. Yeah, it seems I have my left hand flipper dipper on. Hence the wild flashing from the police car going the other way. Well, I think it was a police car, it's either that or a mine car, but someone on a horse up here, is it? Yeah. We're coming down the Coburn corner. Oh, the Coburn rest area. Look at that. That's what it's like all the way out towards Wyndham. This is a truck park, this one. We won't be here for very long. Okay, so we're leaving that. And it's 10:15. Warman or Turkey Creek is 153. Halls Creek 314. It's about 50 down to Dunham. This is the Dunham rest area. It's on the Dunham River. According to the map, the highway takes off to the right back there, but that's not right. Came in here one time and photographed a heap of black cockatoos in the trees up here on the right. Picnic tables, 24-hour stopping area here. Plenty of fire pits. And there are toilets. So over there on the left, or it's actually on our right as we're going down, is the Saw Ranges. There's a dump point here as well. Yeah, this is the Dunham River. Not much happening in there at the moment. Pretty dry. A couple of pools, that's about it. Saw range on the right hand side of us here. Carboid on the left. I believe it still is. Okay, just stopped to do some photography. The carboid range up to the left and saw range to the right. And this is Dunham coming up on the right hand side. Fuel is expensive, $1.79.7. Overpriced compared to elsewhere around the place, but I guess we'll find out in Halls Creek. Wyndham or Turkey Creek is the next place we stop. What a gorgeous drive through here. On the right there is Dunham Hill. 346 metres, eh? Turn off here into right sides. This is just incredible countryside through here, absolutely incredible. The camera doesn't show it in its true worth, that's for sure. Right, well I've got a great big line of traffic coming up behind me, so I'm going to try and find somewhere to pull off and let them all go, I think. 2, 3, 4, shit, there's 6, 7, 8 cars and a couple of trucks in the caravan, at least. I don't want to be part of that one. We've got a truck going past at 100 miles an hour. Get away from there, buddy. You bloody idiot. Few bunches of flowers just there, so someone's had a big one. And they're on both sides of the road. Bow River, there's the old bridge down there. They've built the bridge a lot higher now. And we might pull in and have some lunch, I think. Desmond's parking bay. It's interesting that Bow River is the only river that doesn't seem to have its name up. There's the old bridge straight ahead. Not a terribly flat parking area either, what's more. It's 1 o'clock and we are leaving Bow River. We've had some lunch and the signal here, so I've actually had a couple of text messages and left a message with Shirley. I'm back on the road again. It's quite a warm day today and the air conditioner's not working quite the way it should be. It's almost as though it's running out of gas, or there's a problem or something or other, or the vehicle's overheating, and I don't think the vehicle's overheating. It doesn't look like it is, according to the temperature gauge and all. So we'll sort of have to put up with that. But in the meantime, we're on the road again. The road is suddenly narrowed. Mistake Creek, one-lane bridge. The Bow River is not named. It's never been named. I've never seen it named. Put it that way. Woman, 5 kilometres, that's Turkey Creek. Okay, fuel here is $1.89, so it's getting dearer as we go towards Halls Creek at the moment. 29 minutes past 1. Over the road was the Warman community. Warman looks like quite a large community. Well, look at that chunk of rock in front of us. This all looks familiar country, and I just had a look on the map and it's Maple Downs. This is just back there is where we where I stopped. That's where we I think we filmed the cattle muster. It was just around here somewhere. That hill that was just back there is where I filmed the chopper pushing the cattle along. I'm sure of it. That was Big Maple Creek. It's going to be interesting to have a look at the video tonight of the muster. These little Telstra towers all the way through here, so there's one right in front of us. Well, I assume it's Telstra. Seems as though we may have signal for most of this through here. Cattle in there. Okay, we've come past the bungles. I don't know how long the camera's been off, but we've been past the bungle turn off, past the Spring Creek turn off, been through a whole heap of roadworks, and we're past the Ord River, been over the Ord River and past the Ord River camping area. And we're just past 100 kilometres to Halls Creek, so probably about an hour's driving, and we might be sort of looking for somewhere to stop for the night at that point. Yeah, it'll take us up to around about 3:30 or thereabouts. That might do us because we are fairly well east of Perth. Sundown will be somewhere around about 5:15, 5:18, which means that 3:30, I've got an hour and a bit, a couple of hours maybe of daylight. Not that that matters, but I don't want to be looking around after that for somewhere to stay. So after all that, we've just left Mabel Downs and we're going past Alice Downs. And I've got a feeling they're all owned by the same people. We've got a lot of termite mounds all of a sudden. This is Springvale, Alice Downs. Springvale station up to the right. Interesting little area, all the hills look to be like knobs. Like piles of rock. If you enjoyed this video, there are over 400 more just like it on this channel. Subscribe and hit the notification bell and we'll let you know when our next video is available. If you like this video, hit the like button and maybe even leave a comment. If you weren't too impressed, then the dislike button tells us absolutely nothing. So tell us why, so that we can do something about it. Thanks for watching.